Hello everyone, this is Alex the Blue Man, and welcome back to my MCU-a-thon. For today, I'm going to be talking about another great MCU movie at the time that no one expected, that is, Guardians of the Galaxy. I have heard of this team before. The first time I saw them was in the Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon. Darn, that show might as well be a cited source at this point. Even though I hardly know about them, I was surprised that there was going to be a movie about them. Now that they have two movies as of now, is the first one able to rise above the galaxy? Let's figure it out. As with the previous 9 videos, this video will contain some spoilers, so please don't watch it if you haven't seen the movie yet. With that said, in the movie, we are introduced to a third Infinity Stone, which is the Power Stone. Clearly everyone wants to get their hands on it. Star-Lord was caught in the middle of it because he thinks it's a simple job and has no idea that it's part of something bigger. And all of that led him to meet his future teammates, Gamora, Rocket Raccoon, Groot, and Drax. Exclusively in that order. Part of this movie's arc is basically catch that gem, and a very dangerous one it was, but that's not where the movie shines. Where it truly shines is in terms of characterizations, interactions, the comedy, etc. And also some 70s to 80s music that are cheesy, but felt right for the setting. For how the characters interact, pardon that voice crack there is a lot of sassiness and arguing around, but in a good way, because they'll still make a good team of themselves eventually. What I think this movie did better than some, or even a few, of the previous MCU movies is showing off what its villain can do, and what he's capable of. Ruthless, cold, and maybe even cunning. Showing that he used his big warhammer on a Xandarian soldier, and beating up Drax in a straight-up fight without being tiresome. I will say this is an improvement over Malekith from Thor 2. There are also some emotional moments, which at the time was very surprisingly powerful. Especially at the prologue of the movie. That's a really strong start to Star-Lord and his arc in this franchise. My favorite moments are when Star-Lord goes to some kind of temple where the Power Stone is being kept and just starts dancing to the music. It was quite funny, I will add. How he listens to his music is a Walkman. I wonder if they're still around, but that's not important here. There are also moments with Drax where he doesn't understand metaphors and even takes them literally, like when Star-Lord uses the cut symbol, he replies why he would want to put his finger on his throat. It makes me wonder if he even goes to school where he comes from. Moving on to the characters themselves, firstly we have Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord. He easily gets annoyed by things, and from the looks of it, he prefers things done the way he says it. But he's like the main thing that puts his teammates in line. And that sounds appreciative. I don't know what to describe that. There's Gamora. What's described about her is seeking honor and finding redemption for what she went through and what actions she had to do in the past. That one on its own sounds intriguing and interesting. Rocket and Groot, they're basically a duo. Rocket's the brain and Groot's the muscle. Even before they join the team, the way they interact with each other is equivalent to a buddy cop movie. Drax is an act first, think later type of character, even so that he doesn't understand metaphors, like I said. That, and he's also vengeful, personally desiring to destroy Ronan. There's Yondu. What's very cool about him is obviously his arrow, which he controls just by whistling. There were times where he tells Star-Lord his men wanted to eat him, which is disturbing, though my vibe detectors tell me he doesn't actually mean it. There's Nebula, and what to say about her is just jealous, sassy, and deadly. And that's all about it. And then there's Ronan the Accuser. And what's to say about him is he's pretty much an improvement over Malekith, because Malekith was a wimp in his own movie, and Ronan isn't afraid to getting his hands messy. Like I said in my previous review, 2014 was one of the biggest years for the MCU. Guardians is another masterpiece for the franchise. It really steps up the Marvel formula, and like with Captain America 2, I can hardly find any flaws with this one. Well, except maybe one where Ronan is just a generic villain, but at least he's more of a threat than some of the previous villains. With the comedic moments, the interactions, and the emotional moments, this is another MCU movie worth remembering. And with that said, I am going to give Guardians of the Galaxy a 10 out of 10. Now that's 10 movies down and only some more to go. So join me next time as I take a look at Avengers 2: Age of Ultron. And my goodness, I made it this far and only less than 4 days until Endgame is officially out. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment down your thoughts on this movie, and as usual, I hope you all have a great Blurific day.